If you're struggling in Bloons TD6, give this a try. In any game that you play, it can never hurt to be more powerful. So when it comes to BTD6, I want to have the most powerful tower that I can think of, which is going to be something along the lines of the Flying Fortress. Now, of course, there's options like the Paragons or the True Sun God Super Monkey, but as you can see, those price tags are huge. So when it comes to beating CHIMPS mode, I need something in the realm of reality, and the Flying Fortress is going to be that ultimate strong tower. Now you're thinking that's a lot of money to be able to buy this on CHIMPS mode, $91,000, and yes, that's totally true. But I have a hero that everybody seems to hate on, but she has an amazing passive ability that she gets on level 6. Aircraft Efficiency, which makes all tiers of the Heli Pilot and Monkey Aces cheaper. Now, I'm sure you've heard me preach this before, but I just want to show you with a little bit of a test of math how much more you're going to be saving. So that's just $200,000. We're going to place the plane regularly, and it's going to cost us roughly $114,000. Now with Rosalia, let's see what that's gonna cost. We're gonna upgrade it all the way to the same, so a 205, and it's $97,000. So that's only $103,000. So we save, can't do math, around $12,000 or $13,000. Now that may not seem like the most thing in the world, but when you're trying to get the Flying Fortress, pennies count, because basically you're saving up till the very end of the game, and that's when it gets the toughest. So you need that as quickly as possible. So 14 grand is a lot. Now you can pretty much do any strategy on a beginner map, especially Monkey Meadow, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to show you real quickly, and then we're going to jump into much more difficult maps to show you that you can knock this out on advanced maps and even an expert map. The principles are going to be the same regardless of the map or how we do it, but basically we're just trying to rush to get our Rosalia so she can be to level 6 as quickly as possible, because we do not want to spend money on other towers. We need every dime that we can to get that Flying Fortress as quickly as possible, or at least the Spectre, because over time they have buffed the 3rd path plane and the 4th path plane ridiculously to where never miss targeting and the Spectre are great on their own and can hold us over until we get to those higher rounds. And of course, the easier the map, the less you have to spend on beginning defenses. This isn't going to fly on intermediate and advanced maps, just starting with a 202 ninja and getting all the way up to our aircraft efficiency. Is it efficacy or efficiency? And I like to shoot straight up to never miss targeting and then grab my village for that camo, because you never know if you're going to be able to handle 37, and usually you can't. Depending on the map, there's a lot of places to hit it, but unless it's for the sake of argument, keep it simple, keep it consistent. Let's grab our radar scanner before we upgrade our top path on our plane. Because even doing it that way, before 40, we get this one, and then we're going to be able to get jungle drums as well. And then I believe we can even start our alchemist. In this case, we can start our alchemist because we only went to a 202 ninja. Now this alchemist will carry us all the way to our Spectre. Too easy on 54. So there we go. And then I'm gonna move my center path back here so he constantly shoots as far back as he can at this straight line here. I don't want him chasing around in circles. I do not like that. You lose that way. This makes it just dead on shots every time for the most part. Now remember, we're on Monkey Meadow just to show you how easy this strategy is, and then we're gonna apply it to better, harder maps. But we already have it. I've used 0 abilities. I've done anything but just upgrade this, and it could probably take it a little further. But once you get this, absolute game over. And then I just like to buy Monkey Intelligence Bureaus so we don't have any problems against DDTs. Because here's 90, and it took him a couple seconds there, right? And then on 93, you won't even see him come onto the screen. I think he's just getting him before you don't even see him. So MIB all the way. And then the $46,000 is left on this map for you to do what you will with it. It doesn't matter. You're going to destroy it probably before it gets to this corner, maybe. Almost this corner. Okay, that corner. Okay, chase it around the entire map. Make me a liar. But let's move on to a harder map. Now with this strategy, it's best to take on single lane tracks or tracks that have multiple tracks, but they come out one round at a time, just so your plane has the best chance of survival. Because as you've probably seen with the Spectre or the never miss targeting, it needs to directly shoot in that path. Otherwise it's chasing it around the entire thing, which Off the Coast is a perfect example of both of those things happening. It's not the hardest advanced map out there, but it's also not the easiest. And if you've ever played this map or tried to black border it, I'm sure you've gotten to that round 98 or even around 96, and all of a sudden one of the balloons creeps out and you're chasing it down the path, and then you lose no matter what strategy you use. It happens to everybody. But with a basic simple setup and then just rushing for our Rosalia and rushing for our Spectre, we're going to destroy it just the same, because this is just such a strong strategy. So let me know below, why does everybody hate on Rosalia? She's so good. Now on the last one, we used the Ninja Monkey, but depending on what map you're on, a sub is also a great choice as well. Sub's actually my preferred choice, because if you put your dart up here like I did, once we get advanced intel, this thing's going to be really strong and have multiple attack points kind of like our ninja did because it had 3 points on Monkey Meadow. Now you just have to be the judge. If you can get all the way to Rosalia with just this, then hats off to you. Let's do it. Because the faster we can get her, the less we have to spend in the long run defending until we can get to level 6 efficiency. But I think we should be okay here, maybe. I don't know if Rosalia is the best for this map as far as like her popping power, but we're gonna make it happen nonetheless. We'll put it right here, right there, right? If I could like reach her, that'd be awesome, but we'll just go here and then we'll put her on maybe last. That'll be a good one, yeah. Because she can just throw down the track right there, and then once she gets her bomb, she'll be even better. I'm gonna go with advanced intel before airburst starts so we can bounce off of this Dart Monkey's path a little bit earlier. And then worst case scenario, like his range is bigger with Rosalia's little, what do you call it, a heli pilot pad right there. So we got a pretty solid range with this guy. And now by adding enhanced eyesight to our Dart Monkey, now he can see camo all the way over to here. Well, actually just this area. You can only see the camo of the tower you're basing it off of. So we will have to get camo later on. I'm actually going to switch her back because I don't want her shooting last. I want her on strong. I don't know why I was going last. I thought it'd be kind of cool like a alchemist or something, but it's just not what I was going for. And then we're going to grab our plane, place it right there. And just like before, we're going to get never miss targeting and then shoot for the village. And the reason why we're doing that is this round right here, 37. We want to make sure that we have camo for it because things just get pretty crazy. If not, see right there, we missed it and then we lose. So then with just a simple camo upgrade on the village, absolutely no chance of losing. This thing is super strong even without its rapid fire and lots more darts. Now for round 40, we'll put our alchemist down. I'm wondering if we could take it on our own, but I mean, who cares? Just use your ability. You have it. Why not use it, right? But we do have our jungle drums as well. Look at that ability go. She has a great ability as well. I don't know why she gets so much hate. And just like on Monkey Meadow, I believe we're at Spectre on 54. I think it was the same thing, but now you can see what I was talking about. It attacks sideways, and that means you're going to get a lot more misses. If we can keep it here down this track, it's going to be a lot better. So maybe like right here. But then guess what? Once we get to those heavier ZOMGs and BFBs, we're going to be chasing it backwards. So we might have to move it, but let's see where that takes us. Now I foresee this round being bad because 80 was kind of a struggle and we only need what, 5,000 more dollars, but see how we're going to be chasing them around, and it kind of is dependent on where your plane is. So there is RNG because think about it. If you redid this round again and your plane was actually at this point over here, it'd be better than it was over here. And then that's going to be randomness. So what we want to do to make sure that doesn't happen ever is you just buy one of these guys. And it's that simple. Just buy a glue and put it on strong and you are totally fine, because now he'll just hold it down there while he just beats the heck out of it with those darts that go at it every single time. It's so cool. We might chase a little bit, but who cares because we're strong. And then remember too, we do have abilities. I just like to focus on no abilities, especially if I'm trying to show you guys something, because it just brings in randomness that we don't need. Because I might use it at a different time than you, and you might use it later or before. And let me know below, but I've been there when I'm following tutorials for other games and I didn't do something the exact same frame or whatever they did. It doesn't work, and you're so frustrated because you put all your trust into this person. It just didn't work for you, and it's the most upsetting thing. But I'm just warning you of the pitfalls of chasing these dang balloons around like we're doing. Oh my god, look at, he's just gonna whiff it. He's just gonna whiff it. Isn't that crazy? Now we could buy relentless glue and glue splatter, and that might make this a lot easier, but I don't want to be chasing forever. So basically, I guess the rule is whenever you see a ZOMG, just use one of these little, what do you even call these things? They're pretty strong. I mean, they're pretty good too. So there you go. I think that just stopped all of our problems. Yeah, that was pretty easy, just taking out the first one. I'm gonna try two things here. I think if we get relentless glue, we'll be fine because it slows them down a lot more, but that also takes a big chunk off, and now we need another $10,000. So this is one that I would advocate for actually using abilities, and we'll do it in a very simple way, because that chasing, that could go either way. You could have lost right there. Yeah, you could lose the one balloon or you could not. So instead of messing around with all that garbage, what we're going to do is when we see a ZOMG, we're going to drop the third one and then just drop both abilities. It's that simple. There ain't no timing. There ain't no nothing about it. Just do it. Just do it. And then if they come back, you can use them again. If not, it really doesn't matter because the plane's going to destroy everything because it's a awesome plane. Now, taking that into account, we could have just done that and not bought in the glue too. But yeah, whatever. We can do both. So remember what I said. We're going to use the blue one. Actually, do we? Yeah, let's use the blue one and then use both. Just use both. We see too many ZOMGs. Just do it in that order. Blue and then the others, then you're good to go. It really doesn't matter. And then look, we have enough for it. And then game over. Same game, but it's still over. You know what though? I told you we'd have to move it. Let's just move it for 87. I bet you that'll change it all. Because then we'll be fighting it at that angle. Yeah, dude, that'll be way cleaner. What was I thinking? I don't think I was thinking. Because now we take them down and then we clean them up here so we're not chasing. Yeah, dude, what was I thinking? Just move the plane and look how beautiful it is. There's no randomness there. You're not missing. You are not missing because you're in its face destroying it. That was beautiful. That's something your mom could be proud of right there. My goodness. And then even if you are chasing in the front because you're shooting sideways, it doesn't matter because you're going to clean it up here. Awesomeness. And there you go with no ability usage this time. We got the Spectre Flying Fortress. So just do it that way. Move it to where the farthest point is where he's going to be doing most of the head-on attacking of the loose balloons, and you're going to be golden. Here's 100 again with $40,000. I think that's, no, I'm gonna say that's not as much. I think we had 42,000 on Monkey Meadow, but still, you have a lot to work with if you wanted to buy some other things. I still got a couple more to show you. Hold on tight. How about the newest advanced map, Enchanted Glade? Is that one giving you some trouble? Because that left side can be pretty short, which just destroys the game later on because it goes whoop, done. Well, no, don't worry about it. We're going to take it out pretty easy. We're going to start with a dart here so it can cover all of this. We're going to throw a sub smack in the middle here. Grab another dart. How about here? That's a good spot for it. Let's get some twin guns on our sub. So a little bit of altering depending on what you're doing or where the map is or how it takes you, because this one does have 2 lanes, but we can easily throw this girl down there, hopefully. I was hoping to do it before the end of that round, but sometimes you're slow like me and you're talking. So we're going to throw her right here, put her on strong again, and change over to her little bomb thingy. And then business as usual by getting our enhanced eyesight dart monkey and then our 202 airburst dart sub. Same as before, radar scanner first to take care of those camos on 37, then do your upgrading. So we're running into the same problems with the ZOMG, so I am just going to throw these and then use the 2 abilities again. Make it simple on us. I don't want to be using a glue because we're only $5,000 away from our flying fortress, and once we get that, the game is over. So why make it harder later when we can make it easier now just by a couple abilities? And what I like about this spot here is, yes, we're chasing, but when they come back around, we're hitting them dead on. So this is a great little corner here, and you just got to kind of think about that when you're using the flying fortress. This might not be the best spot for it, but it's working fine. And so there's our ZOMG. So we're going to go bang, 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 and then use them again if they pop back up, because now there's, what is there, 4 of them or something like that. We might actually get flying fortress this round though. We might actually, okay, we do. We get it this round, so it doesn't really matter what happens after that. This is getting kind of ridiculous, guys. $44,000 left this time, and I still got one more for you. We're going to attempt an expert. I'm going to hope that we can do an expert. I hope I'm good enough for it. Don't ask me how we got here, but we did, and I'm not happy about how we did, but I just wanted to prove that you can use Rosalia and a flying fortress on Infernal. Probably could have done it a lot easier, probably without Rosalia, but the fact remains, it's a great strategy. You guys need to use it if you're having any struggles. I wonder if this is going to even work for DDTs. We got to think of something else to pop DDTs. Well, it's still great. I guess we really didn't even need the MIB. Maybe. No, we covered it. Okay, there we go. And that's the final one. We could have bought something else. We probably could have afforded, yeah, like a couple first strikes or a slow down monkey with the ninja, but we're totally fine here. And this is just a fun, easy to use strategy. As long as you have a good base to build up with, you can get your Rosalia down quick enough, get that flying fortress, and now you have one of the best towers in the game on chimps mode, destroying it. Give it a shot. I know you're gonna like it. And if you haven't yet, check out this video where I show you a strategy that gets you easy wins in Bloons TD6.